Hello, my dear friends, and welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Tatum, and if you are coming back, I'm so happy to have you. Thanks for being here, you guys. Thank you for showing support to free yoga. If you haven't already, please consider to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Today we are going into a super cozy flow. And it's not even a flow, it's yin. We're doing a restorative yin. Atticus is here with us. He's super into it. I used a giant bolster. Mine is just very large, but you don't need a bolster. You don't need any fancy yoga props. Go ahead, grab 3 or 4 pillows off your bed. You can grab some smaller pillows off of your couch. They'll really come in handy, and some twists and little side bending. And then additionally, I had 2 blankets. So again, nothing fancy. You can just grab the throw blanket or a blanket off of your bed and just really settle in, get into it, and rest and relax, ground down. We are doing quite a bit of breath work in this class, but I do give you an option to skip out on it. Of course, this is your practice and you can decorate it however you wish. So if any of my cues don't sit right with you, please listen to your body and just do your own thing. If this means laying in Savasana the entire time in this class, by all means, go for it. Any other little things that you would like an eye pillow or something in your yin, go ahead and grab it. But yeah, go ahead, get cozy, and me and Atticus will meet you back here. Hello everybody, and welcome back to your mat. So if you haven't already, go ahead, grab your props, a bunch of pillows, a bunch of blankets. They don't have to be a bolster or anything fancy like that. I would just grab more than you think you need, just in case you're not feeling it today and want more support. So we're actually going to get started off in a Savasana pose. So just laying reclined on our back. I have quite a big bolster. Now your pillows don't need to be this high or this fluffy. So just go to what your body feels best with. That might be 3 pillows, that might be 1 pillow. It might be more than 3. You just never know. And then we're gonna bring our bolster or our pillows or even our blankets right to the base of our spine here. And then take our feet out wide. They don't have to be super wide. Knees can be bent or straight as we gently recline back. Now, if you know that Savasana hurts your back, I go ahead and invite you to grab a blanket. Go ahead and roll it up and take that blanket right underneath your knees here. And then you can use your hands to gently walk yourself back over that pillow or that blanket. Now, if this is hurting your shoulders, if you are a little bit more reclined or higher up, you can always just place your hands right on your belly here, or maybe one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. If not, you can allow your hands to just gently relax on the floor. And we'll just begin to settle in here. You can let that mind wander if you're just coming home from work or just starting the day. And begin to thank yourself for making it to your mat today and creating a little time for yourself. It's always really difficult when we're go, or run. We forget that we need to slow down, ground down, and focus on ourselves. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. You can begin to allow your feet to fall open and legs to relax down. Hips are gently softening and relaxing into the surface. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your belly. Allow the mid back, the low back, and the upper back to feel supported by the surface or props beneath you. Allow your weight to gently relax and melt down, softening through the shoulders and the collarbones. Unclench the jaw. Soften through your brow. Gently feel your arms relaxing. And then if you'd like, you can take a body scan here. You can start from the tips of your toes and work your way all the way up to the crown of your head. And when you've completed that body scan, let's go ahead and tune into our breath here. So begin to notice your breath as you feel it inhaling through your nose, gliding down your throat, across the sternum, and try to send it all the way down below your belly button. And as it goes deeper, try to expand it wide as well. So not just sending it down below the belly button, but really filling out the side body as well. So just take a few rounds of breath. If you'd like, you can place your hands on your ribs to guide that breath there as well. And then exhale, the belly pulls in. You can exhale out through your mouth or through your nose. And just slow with control, noticing how that breath is making you feel in this posture. Grounding you down as you feel the support of the full surface beneath you. And then adding one more element in. So now we have that breath sending down to our belly, our low belly, into our side body. I want you to try to fill up all the way to the tips of your collarbones. Really try to bring the breath all the way in and up. So starting from the bottom here and your belly, it's going to be like a third breath. So a third down into the belly, a third into the side body, and then a third up into the chest. And take it at your own pace. And if this doesn't suit you today, you can totally skip. Just keep it, taking in long inhales and exhales to match those. And once you've taken a couple of those breaths, so starting up from the belly to the side body and then to the collarbones, I want you to try to repeat that process. So on your exhales, compressing the air out from the collarbones, then the ribs, and then the belly. So really matching that inhale and exhale. So saving a little bit of breath for each section as you inhale and then as you exhale as well. So we're not just dumping all of our air in and dumping all of our air out. It's really just becoming aware of that breath and how it's filling up each section of the body. And again, if you want to take one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or on your side, you're more than welcome to. So take a few of these on your own. Last round, wherever you are. And on that last exhale, just release, return your breathing to normal. Notice if you built any tension up in your face or in your jaw, maybe in your shoulders. And gently allow that tension to release. If you'd like now to place both hands on your heart here, go ahead and set an intention for your practice, your day, your evening, or maybe even your week. If you don't have an intention coming to you right away, let's just thank ourselves and keep a little love for ourselves this week. Instead of spending so much time doing things for other people or running around at work, remember that you matter, your mental health matters, and at the end of the day, it's only really you that's going to care and breathe and be there for yourself. If you'd like, you can gently begin wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Maybe point and flex the feet. And we're just going to come into a little bit of a side bend here. I'm going to go ahead and roll myself off of this bolster, just because it is a little large. So move this right over here. And then I'm going to bring my blanket up towards the top of my mat, and I have it folded over here so it is like a little pillow. And then I'm going to grab a smaller pillow here and just come onto my left hip. And I want this pillow in right on my side body here, so right on that rib cage, so I can allow my arm to be in between this blanket and this pillow, or alternatively, if you have a pillow, you can always use a pillow here as well. If you want to bring this blanket that was underneath your legs, in between your legs to support the knees, or underneath both knees, you can. It's really up to you. So just take a moment, get situated in whatever is most comfortable for you today. Then gently allow yourself to lower all the way down to the ground in this side body pose. And we're going to take this right hand and bring it up and over the top of our head. And just allow it to relax right there. And then again, readjusting and settling in on our mat. If you get down to this pose and realize maybe you want more pillows or another blanket underneath the side body, you can go ahead and gently press yourself up and put another pillow. And then tuning back into that breath. So maybe noticing when you moved or got up, your breathing might have become a little bit frantic. Trying to slow it down now. And maybe this time imagining sending it into your right side body and sending it deep down into this right hip. And then filling up your right side rib cage as you inhale and expand. And then same thing, if you want to come back to that 3-part breath here, sending it low down into the right hip, into the side body, and then up close near the collarbone on the right side. When you've taken a few rounds of breath like that, add the exhale in. So inhaling to the hip, to the ribs, to the collarbone, and then exhaling from the collarbone to the ribs, to the hip. One final round of breath here. And then release that breath work. We're going to gently take this into a twist. So if you would like to prop yourself up just a little bit, get readjusted. We're going to open our right shoulder over. So again, coming back on down to the pillow once you've readjusted those hips. So maybe you take the hips over to the left side of your mat. Gently draw this right shoulder open. Right arm can reach behind you, and then again you have this pillow or blanket here for support. If you need to bring those knees in closer, you absolutely can. And then option, if you want to extend one leg, you can, or just stay right where you are. Now notice the tension that may have built up in this body. Maybe you feel like your right hip is trying to reach over to the left. Allow the hips to relax. Maybe allow the feet to relax. Soften through your right shoulder. And then reconnect with your breath. This time just allowing deep, full inhales and deep, long exhales to match. Bring that wandering mind back and reconnect and deepen through your breath. Just a few more rounds. Final round of breath. And we'll take a deep inhale here together. And then exhale, let it go out through your mouth. Gently roll back onto your left side. And from here, you can either just roll on to the right, or you can gently press yourself up and get readjusted. I'm gonna flip around here. You do not have to flip around. We're just coming into that side body bend on our right side now. So again, this pillow right on our side body. And then our blanket or pillow up at the top to keep our head nice and comfy. And then our right arm now will be in between the pillow and the blanket or the other pillow. Option to lift those hips, readjust them if you need to. Maybe take the legs out a little bit longer if you had the knees up close in that twist. And then left hand comes up and over the top. Don't hit your TV stand. And then soften down. Maybe let go if you feel like your right hand, my right hand always wants to grab the pillow or grab this blanket. Gently release that. And then reconnect with your breath. Notice if it did become shallow once again. Release the tension in the jaw. Readjust if you need to. Draw the pillow a little bit farther down. And then tap into that 3-part breath that we've been practicing once again. So deep inhale, sending it down to the left hip now, to the rib cage, and then to the collarbones or the left shoulder area, right in there. And then if you'd like to add in the reverse breath, the exhale. So inhaling to the hip, to the rib cage, to the collarbones, full deep inhale, and then exhale from the collarbone to the rib cage, to the left hip. And if that doesn't suit you today, that's totally fine. Just match the inhales and exhales, taking deep, full breaths. Bring the mind back and re-deepen the breath. And when you're ready, gently release that breath or that breathing exercise. We're going to take this into our twist here. So if you want to lift yourself up or readjust real quick, if you need to, scoot the hips over, come back down. And then we're going to draw this left shoulder open. Left hand is going to reach back behind you. Mine is on my bolster. So if you do have a pillow or anything there, that's fine. If you'd prefer your arm on the ground for a deeper stretch, you can. And then again, readjust the hips as needed and maybe bring the knees up close. So the chest is really opening up here, deep shoulder opener. And then notice that tension that you carried with you into this transition. Release the hips down. Allow the left hip to gently come open. They don't have to be perfectly stacked, or your both knees don't have to be perfectly over to the right side. It's not about perfection here. It's just how you feel. Soften through your jaw, your collarbones, your shoulder, and really allow yourself to melt in this pose. Gaze can be directly up at the ceiling here. And then if you took it on the other side, you can go ahead and straighten that top leg out. Nice little hamstring stretch here. Or you can keep your knees bent. Re-deepen the breath. And we'll take a inhale and exhale here together. So exhale wherever you're at. Take a full deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, let it go, sigh it out. And then gently roll back over onto your side. Readjust your knees and your hips as needed. And just pause for a moment. Slowly, at your own pace, gently press ourselves up here from our cozy little position, and then option to sit on a blanket just to give you a little bit of a lift. Just coming into a supported forward fold. So forward folds aren't your friend. Always option to bend the knees. There's no reason to keep your legs stick straight if it hurts. I'm gonna bring my big old bolster right here. Addie's been laying on it, so it has a lot of dog hair on it. That's okay though. I live with dog hair. So I'm gonna make my pillow stack huge. And you can make it as big or as small as you want. You can have your knees bent or straight out in front of you. If they are straight out in front of you, feel free to point and flex your toes, roll out your legs. But before we hinge forward, let's just stretch out our neck a little bit. So let's sit up nice and tall. Bring those shoulders right up over our hips here. Try to kiss the top of your head towards the ceiling and bring the chin onto the horizon. We'll gently take our right ear to right shoulder and feel a deep, long stretch down the left side of our neck. Come back through center and then switch sides. Left ear to left shoulder, feel a nice deep stretch down the right. And then come back through center, chin to chest. Relax the shoulders. And then just gently rock your chin across your chest, to the left and to the right. Let's get a little bit of movement in. And if you'd like, and you feel comfortable, you can drop your head back here. Still lifting up and sitting up nice and tall. And then gently release. We'll all come back through center. So now here, you get to choose your pyramid here for your pillow stack or blanket stack, whatever it may be. And we're just gonna fold forward, super easy. It doesn't need to be completely forward. If you wanna go for more of an active stretch, by all means, this is your practice and you can decorate it however you wish, but just know that sometimes you need to rest and that's okay. So I'm gonna start with a pretty big stack. I don't know if it's gonna be this big. I'm gonna maybe take one pillow down. Apologize in advance if there is any weird noises on my mic. And let's all just sit up nice and tall again, finding that center point over our hips, shoulders over hips. Relax the shoulders down. Take a full deep inhale. And then exhale, begin to fold forward from the hips, leading with the heart. And then option to bring those hands on top of the pillow stack. Maybe stack the fists, bringing the forehead to the fists. Or maybe just taking another pillow and using that as a little prop for your head. So whatever works best for you, if you would like, you can have your hands down by your side as well. So wherever you are, just begin to settle in, allow the spine to round, and fold forward. And again, right off the bat, coming into this pose, making it a habit to check in with your breath and the tension that you carried into this transition. Let go of any stressors in your shoulders, in that spine. Allow the self to roll forward. And then re-deepen the breath. I invite you to breathe into the backside body now, into the low back, mid back, and upper back, if you want to take that 3-part breath. And then making your way back down from the upper back, middle back, and lower back. I invite you to fold a little bit deeper if you would like. If not, there's no extra points if you don't, or if you do, just stay right where you are and listen to your body. Just a few more rounds of breath here. So again, deepening the breath, taking any opportunities here to go a little bit farther if you'd like. Last round of breath. And then on your next inhale, gently place your hands on either side of your blankets or pillows and then gently walk yourself up. Keep the chin tucked to the chest as we slowly roll all the way up. Beautiful. Again, if you want to take any neck movement, shoulder roll movement, anything that feels yummy, go ahead and take it now. We're going to make our way into our Savasana. So we're going to come into a little bit of a reclined Supta Baddha Konasana. So a little bit of a hip opener. If that by all means does not work with you, that's totally fine. I do have a few modifications for you, and I'm going to come back to that big pillow stack. Now, if you'd like, you can place some blocks underneath your pillow or maybe prop yourself up so you're not so far flat on the ground. And just make sure that it's sturdy and you're not going to really roll off of it. And then same thing, we really want to bring the pillows or the bolster to the base of our spine here and then gently roll back. But before we roll back, my famous little, that's not famous, I don't know why I said that, my taquito blanket roll. So undo your blanket here. Take it long ways, hot dog, taquito ways, whatever you want. And gently roll it up. So it's like a little cylinder. Additionally, you can use blocks underneath your knees. You don't have to do it this way, or you can put one pillow under one knee and the other one under the other knee. It doesn't need to be this. So we're gonna take our feet out in front of us, and your heels can be as close or as far away as you'd like. They don't need to be super close in if that feels uncomfortable or if you have some hip issues. You're gonna take the blanket and place it right on top of my feet here, and then wrap the edges around to the side. And then I like to fold them in just to give a little bit more of a lift here, a little bit more support, and kind of walk them underneath my thighs. So now I have this kind of like cradle where my hips aren't just falling open, but they are supported with a nice soft blanket. And then grab any other props that you would like. So if you want a blanket to cover your feet or to cover you in general, go ahead and grab it. I'll leave mine right here. And then if you had your eye pillow or anything else that you want to place on top of your eyes in Shavasana, go ahead and grab it. Wherever you are, gently lower all the way down. And place your hands down by your side. Allow the fingertips to curl in. We're going to take 2 deep breaths together here. So exhale wherever you're at. Take a full deep inhale through your nose. And then exhale, completely release it, sigh it out through your mouth. And then this time, notice any tension in your body as you made that transition. And when you're ready, take a full deep inhale with that tension in mind. And then exhale, release, and allow yourself to feel supported by the surface beneath you. Relaxing through the shoulders, the jaw, the collarbones. Allow yourself to return to your natural breathing as you feel the ebb and flow of your belly rising and falling. And if you'd like here to take another body scan, this time starting from the top of your head and working your way all the way down to the tips of your toes. I invite you to notice if anything feels a little bit different. And just gently relax, release, and let go. Option to stay in Savasana. Or if you'd like, maybe bring those knees in together. You can plant the soles of your feet, and then maybe extend your legs out long. You can take a full deep stretch, reaching your arms up over your head, pointing your toes in opposite directions. Relaxing down once more. And when you're ready, if your pillow stack isn't too high, you can roll onto your favorite side. Or if you're lifted up quite high like me, I'm going to walk my knees in and gently prop myself up to a seated position. And whatever seated position you would like to take is fine. And you can always stay in Shavasana. We'll meet up at the top of our mat, sitting up nice and tall. Finding our center point, shoulders over hips, chin onto the horizon, spine is growing long. That's all. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come through heart center, bow to your fingertips. Return to that intention whenever you need to. And you can either let it go or set a new one. And remember that your breath will always be with you in times of need. So remember, if you're making any transition or any move, to check in, see how you're feeling, reevaluate, and slow it down. Thank you all so much for flowing with me today. It's always an honor, and I'm so happy to be back again. I can't stop saying that. I will see you guys next week for a little bit more movement. But anyway, it was so lovely flowing with you, and remember that you matter and your mental health matters. I'll see you next week. Namaste.